Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Hope you're doing well. So today I'm going to be doing my everyday makeup routine for the winter season. So first I'm going to be starting off using the mineral based primer by Hourglass. It's actually running out at the moment. So I'm just going to be applying it like this and then using my fingers to rub it in. So after this I'm going to be using my 24 Hour Matte Foundation by L'Oreal Paris in the colour 13 Rose Beige. I'm also going to be using my 24 Hour Match Perfection by Rimmel London in the colour Ivory. The matte foundation actually dries my face out and the Match Perfection actually makes my face more oily, so what I do is I just mix them together and I find that it makes a perfect match for my face. I will apologize now, I am going to be using the one brush and it is actually very dirty because my dog decided to destroy my beauty blender this morning, so all I have to go off is my brush. So what I'm just going to do is try my best to make it not so streaky because I didn't get a chance to clean my brushes yet, which I will be doing after this because that needs to be done. So if you are going to be using the same foundations as me and both of them at the same time, they are actually different colours. One is more of a pinkish undertone while the other one is more of a yellowish. I just find that they make my face look better and the colour suits my skin tone the best. I'm actually fake tanned last week and it's starting to come off now, so my skin actually is a funny colour. So it kind of suits but it kind of doesn't at the moment. So now I'm going to be using the Superstay 24 Concealer by Maybelline in the colour Ivory. I don't actually have many pimples at the moment, but I just put it near my nose and under my eyes and on my chin because that's where my skin gets most oily, and I find that it sticks the best, better than the foundation. It stays on longer, but I find you have to rub it in really quickly, otherwise it dries and then you can't blend it. Now I'm going to be using the Superstay 24 Longwear Matte Waterproof Powder by Maybelline in the colour Ivory. I find that this is actually very waterproof and it does stay on your face all day and all night. It's very hard to get off, so I have to use a very good exfoliant scrub in the shower just to get this off. After I use the powder, I go to my eyebrows, which I'll be using an eyebrow pencil by Maybelline in the colour Soft Brown. I just fill in my eyebrows because I get them waxed and tinted, so this just fills them in, and there's a little brush on the end that I just brush them over so they have a natural full look. After I do my eyebrows, I go to my eyeshadow, which I use the Naked 2 eyeshadow palette by Urban Decay. The colours I'm using today is YDK, Busted, Verve and Foxy. So what I use first is the colour Busted as the base, then I use YDK and then Verve, and then around my eyebrows I just use the colour Foxy. So I actually used the brush that came with the palette. It's got two sides. It's got a flat side and a blending side. So I used the blending side with the YDK first, just as the base. And then I flip my brush over to the flat side and use the colour Busted, which is the darker colour. I use that in the crease and on the ends of my eyes. I then go to the colour Verve, which I put in the corner of my eye and a bit under my eye to give it a bigger eye effect. I then use the colour Foxy still with the flat side of my brush just under my eyebrows to give it a more skin colour effect so my eyeshadow doesn't look as blotchy or bad. Then I go back to the blending side of my brush and just blend it all together. So after my eyeshadow, I go to my contour, which I use the Shade and Light Contour Palette by Kat Von D. I use the colours Lyric and Shadow Play. I just do under my eyes, my forehead, my nose and on my chin a bit with the highlight, and then I use the Shadow Play just where the contour should be. And again, I'm going to apologize for my brushes as they are very dirty because I need to clean them. But I do use the same brush for my contour and highlight as I do for my powder foundation. This brush is from Napoleon, if you're wondering where I was getting it from, but I don't think they have them in store anymore because it is quite old. So before I do my mascara, I actually use a primer. So I use the Milk Brown Tinted Lash Primer by Benefit. I use this just to give my eyelashes a longer, fuller look for when I do put my mascara on. And I find that they make my eyelashes stick less together because my eyelashes tend to do that when I just put mascara on. So now I use mascara, and I use the Scandal Eyes Waterproof Mascara by Rimmel London. It's just a black one. I use this because I like the big brush, and I find that they make my lashes stick less together as well when I don't use my primer, because my lashes do intend to do that. I also use another mascara, but I've used it so much that the name has come off, so I'm unsure what it is, but I do know that it was a Maybelline one, which was also waterproof. My last step, I just use a matte lipstick, which I got from Colette, was for $5. Didn't even have a name for the color, but it smelled really good and it looked nice. It actually is quite good, the lipstick, but it dries my lips out a bit, so I'm just going to put in another cheap lipstick on to make them less dry and more shimmery. So that was my everyday winter routine. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye!